Um, my name is Kamal. I am Chief Executive from Craft Silicon, and we come from Nairobi, Kenya. For those who don't know where Kenya is, we are on the east coast of Africa. And last year, President Obama came in there to open an entrepreneur summit. So Kenyans are considered to be one of the very entrepreneur community in Africa. I'm here to present social media banking. So what happens is everybody nowadays is on some sort of a social media, either on Facebook, Messenger, Twitter, Telegram, WhatsApp, Skype, WeChat. Now, we are saying how can we extend this social media experience or rather bring in the social media into the financial space. So I have some presentation. I don't want to go through the PowerPoint slides. I'll get in straight to what I want to show you. So here you could see you have different social medias. You have WeChat, for example. You have Twitter, Telegram, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp. Or you could, as a bank or a financial institutions, you could also have your own chatting platform. Let's start with something like, let's say, WhatsApp. So these are all my friends here. And one of the friends which I would be adding, bank would go out in the market and says, to add anything to do with us in the business, add this number onto your WhatsApp. So I have a bank here added, which is a First Bank, for example. It's a demo bank. I could go to, let's say, Messenger, Facebook Messenger. I also have, for example, my bank is also over there. I could have a bank on Telegram, which is also here. And these are all demo accounts. So let's go to WhatsApp. Now, there are a couple of things I can do on WhatsApp. For example, I want to get my account balance. What I'll do is I could just say, for example, balance. Now, this balance gets delivered to we have a middleware server where this messages gets delivered, and then these messages are processed onto the core banking system, and we get the response. So I get the response over here from my bank saying your balance is 10,000. Okay, it's not my balance. I wish I had that balance in my account. And you can do similar things on all the platforms, and the experience remains more or less the same. Let's go to another social media platform, for example, Telegram. Now, what we have also done is we have tried to make, because sometimes you might have concerns on sort of security. If someone picks up my phone and just go to balance, can he or she get my account balance? Can somebody get my mini statement or do funds transfer while on a social media platform like this? So we also added one layer of component between the social media and our middle server. And let me give you an example. For this is a small menu that we designed. So if you to get balance inquiry, you would reply with one, funds transfer, mini statement. And this, again, as I said, is just a sample. The sky is the limit. You can do whatever you might want to add there. Once again, let me do a balance inquiry here. And I want to show you a bit of a separate experience than what I showed you on WhatsApp. So here, when I did my balance inquiry, and the way the system is set is that it should not give you the account balance if you do not have a valid PIN. So system is now asking you for a PIN. I put my PIN here. It validates the PIN, and then it gives you the balance. So you can put in the PIN validation at any point when doing a transaction. And we can do a couple of other transactions as well, not just financial transactions, but you can also do transactions which are non-financial in nature. I am here, and I don't know where is the next ATM of my bank is. I could just type in an ATM here. It picks up my location and tries to bring up the ATMs which are around me. So these are some ATMs that are around here for my bank, for example. I can do things like I've deposited a check in my bank. I'm not sure what that check was for. Is it cleared? Is it not cleared? What is the status of it? It asked me for the check number, so I would put the check number that I want to So this is the check number that I am inquiring about. Some software sometimes misbehaves. Let me try again. Okay, something is wrong. I'll check it out later. But what it does is it gets the check image and then gives me the actual check that was presented to my bank account. Because many times customer has written a check, but they don't know what that check was for. In a bank statement, it just says check withdrawal, $2,000 or something. But I actually need to see the physical copy of that check, and I would get in there. You also extend this experience further to anything that you want. And as I said, this is just something that we are trying, but it's up to you to decide and you to work with us and say what experiences you want to add on a platform like this. You can extend it to the outside world. For example, I want to try and say Uber is very hot nowadays. So I want to do something to do with Uber, for example. Yeah. So again, it picks up something. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I know what the problem is. I think my location is off. So, okay, it's not picking. What we are trying to tell you here is anything that you want to expose to the outside world, be it balance inquiries, mini statements, funds transfer, check deposit, check withdrawals, safeguard, for example. You want to unblock a particular card. You can do that. So on block, unblock, what we also do, currently the way it happens is if I have my card, I would go to a merchant and swipe a transaction. Normally I get an SMS from my bank saying your card has been used on so-and-so merchant. But what we are trying to do here is the card is always blocked. So if I want to do a transaction, I would come into a platform like this and I'll activate my card and then do a transaction. So once the transaction is done, it's blocked again. So card always remains in a blocked state. So even if I lose my card, the transaction will not go through until I come here, activate my card, do a transaction, and then after 60 seconds, the card again it gets blocked. But all these things you are doing on a platform which you already have. People have some sort of the other social media channel already installed on their phone. Why do you want them to now download a separate app from your bank saying download a mobile banking app? All you do is just go out in the market and say you are on social media. To my Twitter handle, this, start doing your banking transaction. To my WhatsApp number, this, start doing your banking transaction. To my Telegram, this board, start doing a transaction. On my WeChat, on my Skype, even Skype, you can do the same. Skype, you have a user ID, let your customers send messages to that Skype ID, and you get similar experience. The command set remains the same throughout. So that's one. The other one, what we also thought is, can your bank have their own chatting platform? So these are the chatting platforms that are given by somebody else. WhatsApp is from someone else, Twitter, Telegrams are from someone else. Can you have your own chatting platform? So we came up with a chatting platform which is now for your bank. So here is one. So this is something similar to what the chatting platforms look like. However, there's a small difference here. You have chat, you have corporates, and you have your contacts. So when you go to corporate, all the corporates that you want to chat with, maybe your bank is a corporate, maybe your supplier is a corporate, or somebody who you sell your goods is a corporate. So you can chat with your corporate and you can chat with your friends. Now let me see. I'm going to chat here with my friend called Joe. It's a normal chatting platform, but I have a button here for doing my financial transactions. So when I press in that place, it shows up me a small menu. I can send him money. I can request money from him. I can send him airtime. I can request airtime. I can send him a gift coupon. I can do a lot of things. When I send money to him, again, same thing. It pops up a window saying where the money is going to come from. It's going to come from my discards or I'm giving this money to him as a gift or as a loan. So if I'm giving him as a loan, then system would now remind me that the loan needs to be paid. And I want to give him for 7 days, 1 month, 30 days, 60 days. I put my PIN and that money that now moves from my account to his account. Now when the money goes to his account, I don't know where he is banking with. So he gets a notification on his phone on the chatting platform that he has received $50 from Kamal, what he wants to do. Either he can move it to his card account, he can move it to his virtual wallet account, he can do whatever he wants to do with that money. But as far as I'm concerned, I have moved money from my account now to him, which is now pending how he wants to use that money. The customer can also chat with the corporate itself. So here I am now chatting with my bank. So when I get in there, so here I can do many things. I can apply for a loan. I can block my card. Blocking a card is a painful process. When I call my bank and says, I want to block my card, they ask me like 10 different questions before the card is blocked. And that process of asking 10 questions and answering is so complicated and long that in that 10, 15 minutes, somebody I'm sure would have done a transaction on my card. So here, when I block my card, so we use natural language to give commands to the bank. So I would just say something like, I lost my card. When I send it, system now reads that natural language and says, we'll need a PIN authorization for you to block this card. So I would say, OK, fine, go ahead. So when I do that, now bank is the one pushing me a PIN screen. So when I put the PIN, then system knows that it's right full owner, and then it blocks my card. So my card gets blocked. So what we are trying to do here is embed the banking experience, banking transactions into a platform which you are already very, very familiar. And that's what I have to present. And before, I have some more minutes, but before I go away, is we do also many other things. Now, the customer help desk can also be integrated here. So what we do is we provide a front-end option or on your laptop. We have a screen where the customers are asking for the help. It is coming to your help desk on a full screen, and they're answering from there. Because you can use chatting platform for your help desk, but your help executives may not have to respond on a phone like this. They would now be responding from the computers. They would be integrated to your help desk system, whatever that they have. But the origination of that help request comes from a chatting platform like this. And because it's on the chatting platform, WhatsApp is available on Apple and Android and Windows. BlackBerry, sorry, they stopped, but it's available. Telegram is available everywhere. Twitter is everywhere. So all the platforms are available everywhere, and you are just using those platforms to do these transactions. And lastly, as I said, I come from Kenya. We provide software to close to 40 countries in Africa and some parts of emerging Asia. We process over 1 million transactions every single day, and we are hoping that we want to expand to this part of the world. We are not here. So if there are any investors in this panel or anybody you know of who can help us to get into this space, please let us know. Thank you very, very much.